Hello Gizbos and welcome back to another episode on the EAFC career mode here with Drayton Town. So we're into January, it's a new year and it is going to be a exciting one given the fixtures that we've got and the situation that we are in, pushing towards the later stage of the season with about 5 months to go. So we start with Mansfield at home. Interesting game. One of the teams obviously got promoted from League Two, so expecting a tough game. I think it was a draw at their ground earlier on in the season. Almost gets off to a good start. 25 minutes in, our first real shot on target. Tommy forces a really good save from the goalkeeper, and then we have Mansfield on the attack. I don't know what the cross was. It was quite wide. It was really weird. Cuts inside. It's a decent save from Sov. Tips it over the bar with his left foot. So a half decent save. That it was. And then we were through here. Tyler, of course, stepping in for the injured Neil. His fitness is not as great. He hits a great shot on off the post. Almost gives us a 1-0 lead. And then into the second half. Kind of weird here. I don't know what happened there. I tried to block the defender off, came across. It's a fantastic save from Sov. Almost gives Mansfield the lead there, but it was a really decent save. So sort of end-to-end game here. I thought this was a foul on Sam. I thought that I've being pushed around. Referee didn't agree, and Mansfield then scored. And then no sooner that we took kickoff, we went up the other end. Joe did really well, cut inside, passes it into Mikey, and scores. To make it 1-1, literally 2 minutes after Mansfield scored, but no less than we deserved during the whole entire game. And then Alfie with one of the greatest through balls you'll ever see. Great pass, well timed. Unfortunately, Mikey just couldn't beat the goalkeeper. It was a decent save as it smashes off his face. So it is a draw. I guess it's kind of a disappointing sort of situation, but we're still unbeaten at home in this season obviously at home as well. So obviously more results like that we don't really mind. Obviously coming from behind as well, which keeps us keeps the record obviously intact. So really happy about that. And then in terms of Accrington away, I'm pretty sure we came here in the cup and absolutely smashed them. So really looking forward to seeing how we get on. Great through ball here. Mikey, calm and cool as collected as you like. It's a fantastic finish. Of course, Mikey does that throughout the whole entire of the season. So really good finish from him to make it 1-0. And then sort of the way the game went, could have had more. Joe could have squared into Mikey. Could have been an easy tap in. I don't know why he did that. And sort of shot on that angle, but it was really disappointing. And then a bit of controversial here. Dan, I went for the ball. The referee didn't deem it as a foul, or he deemed it as a foul, but I didn't obviously deem it as a foul. But he also made it that it was a red card as well. I'm not 100% too sure that it was a red card. So it was a penalty to Accrington, but Ian makes a fantastic save to push it wide for a corner, which they didn't actually score from. No, I don't think they did. No, it was cleared and then it was blocked into here, and we were given that as Ian sort of kicks him off the ball. And then from the counter attack, Ocean goes through 1-on-1. Great save from the goalkeeper. They fail to clear it. Sam goes up. You can see everyone's fitness is majorly screwed. Sam hits an absolute rocket. And on first view, and I was like, oh, that was close, thinking it could have been in. And on the replay, it definitely was close. Look how close that was, just firing past the post. And then literally on the stroke of half-time, Accrington did get their goal. Really frustrating from us that we just don't defend these corners really well. But that we don't defend our corners well. We do attack corners quite well. We've scored a lot of goals from set pieces this season. Was a really decent header there, and there's a good save from the Accrington goalkeeper. But more so here, Sam does well again, picks it up. Sam was playing really with a sort of vengeance on scoring the world's best goal this season. Really good play from him. And again here, headed down, Dean hits the post. Could have had his first goal of the season and his first goal ever for Drayton, but it was really unfortunate. And then Robbie, who literally came on for Ocean, all the way up. I don't know who he came on actually, but he came on and with his first sort of few touches made it 1-0. and give us the victory away at Accrington with 10 minutes to go with 10 men. A great sort of finish from him that it was. So a last sort of gasp winner, which was great. So we carry on the not the unbeaten run so far. I think the last time that we lost was Stockport, who we've got now. That was our last defeat of the season away from home. So I think we've been unbeaten since then, which is not too bad actually, considering the state of play and the games that we played. But we've got Stockport at home in the reverse fixture now. And yeah, Stockport are a really good side. I really hope they do really well in League One. But for their sort of good side that we're even better. Sam, smashes it again. I'm telling you, Sam's just got a way of hitting these ball across the goal into the far corner. Scores a lot of goals like this, and as you can see why that he does. Absolutely fantastic winger. And then into the second half, Tommy, the touch from Tommy was absolutely sublime, by the way. To get away from the defender was absolutely fantastic. And then Jaden here with the tackle of the season, absolutely threw him. Love to see that. He actually did pick up a yellow card. Not that it was probably worth a red in all fairness, but either way, he did get a yellow for that. Stockport did get back into the game. Poor defensively from us again from a corner. They played it short and then crossed it in, but we managed to hold on and get the win. And then we jump straight into Morecambe away, where Ryan Stillwell, of all people, bombed forward and scored his first goal of the season. He scored for Drayton quite a lot, actually, in all other sort of campaigns that I've done this under, but that's his first goal for this season. Really happy for him as well. Took it really well. And then Dan almost gets there, up the header. It comes towards Sam. What a touch this is. And then almost gets in there. Looked like the keeper broke his arm as he bent it back off the crossbar. But again, Sam with a really good effort. And then a really well-weighted ball through. I don't know why he cut in there. That was really weird from him. Then they unleashed the shot and went wide. You can probably tell that with Morecambe because they're not the best side, in all fairness. But even so, they did really well here. And again, he did so well, and he has to score that, but he missed an absolute sitter there. Sort of relief from us, because that could have been 3 points into one. So we had to make sure that we get another goal, and probably not maybe goal of the season, but one of the goals of the season from Kean with an overhead kick with his right foot. Of course, he's left-footed, but what an absolutely fantastic finish that is. It is unbelievable skill. Waited for the ball to come down. He's only small as well. What a finish that is. The away fans are going absolutely delirium in there, but the technique here is absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Just the way it comes down, smashes it in, and gives us victory away at Morecambe. And a vital one as well. Into our next game, which is probably one of the most important games of the season. That it is Oxford away. In the semi-finals. This is not over two legs, unfortunately. I've normally thought the trophy was over two legs, but it's not. It is just only one leg, but it's Oxford away for a place into Wembley. In all fairness, we go with sort of how we've been playing. Really good football out from the back here. Not much really happened actually in the first half. It was such a tight game, as you could imagine, just for that. But we managed to overpress at Oxford really well. And then Kean, on back of that absolutely fantastic overhead kick there, goes through and scores to make it 1-0, literally on the stroke of half-time. Surprised he celebrates because that's his family's team who support Oxford as well. But yeah, we managed to break open Oxford. And then they did the same. What a ball that is. Harris, what a finish as well. 2 goals, literally, balls over the top. Beats the defender and just gets through. We did it in the first half and they've done it in the second half. And again, we did it again. Great ball over the top. Dean, of all people, of course, he hit the post in the other game, but this time he goes through and scores his first goal ever. Not this season, but obviously ever in terms of it being in this career mode. This is obviously the first time he's been in there. So 2-1, a chance to go to Wembley, and then a big save from Alfie, absolutely really low down. A fantastic save that it was, getting a lot of plaudits as well. And I thought I could have got there. Robbie was just about to shoot, but he was offside, so the full-time whistle went. And that means that we go through to Wembley. A big win that it is. I don't know who we get to play. I think it's Derby and Wrexham was the other semi-finals, if I'm right in thinking that. So a chance to play either. I don't know who you want to play. Probably Wrexham is your better chance of playing, but going to be a really fascinating game. It's a game at Wembley, which is obviously big because that's what you want, to play at Wembley, and have a trip there as well. Even if it is one of these competitions that I don't really mind being in, but either way, it is a trip to Wembley, and well done to the players for getting there. So, as much as we're going to Wembley, we then have Salford, where the game was either against us or I don't really know. But Chris got a red card for what is supposedly denying a goal scoring opportunity when Novio and also Dan were the covering players as well. So I don't understand why that they were, or he was given a red card. But from the resulting free kick, just absolutely bangs it in top bins. No one's saving that, even with a defender on the line. It was a fantastic strike. And then they did the exact same again, whoever this Malin is, outside the field, I think this one was, but really weird technique. But it was all sort of let down because of the red card. We were just getting overplayed, really. And then here, a great ball from Sam. Great ball over the top. Paul, first time finish on the volley, makes it 2-1 with 5 minutes to go before halftime. So a kind of a route back into it. But then FIFA just being FIFA and weird, like it's literally full time now. Like blow the whistle, he cuts inside, plays it across, and then smashes it in for 3-1, and that just sort of changes the dilemma of the game again, because you go in 1 goal behind, and you think, yeah, I can get back into it, but now we're 2 goals behind. And then more controversial here. Dan trips him up. It's no more than a needless foul, really. But again, it's a straight red card. I don't understand what this referee was on. Must have had a really strict ref, or just the way that we were playing. But it's not a red card. He trips him over, and then the guy scores a hat-trick of free kicks. Really frustrating for us that has happened, because I can't do that, so the AI does that. So 4-1, then we're going to lose our first game of the season. I was absolutely annoyed, and then it became 5. So I was really frustrated and really venting out. Just like the game wanted us to lose that unbeaten run. Sometimes it feels like that. But yeah, I'd rather lose and lose fairly, but I felt like I was cheated out, considering the first red card is not a red card. The second one definitely isn't a red card, but we lose. That's our first unbeaten. That's our run gone. And yeah, it's a tough one to take, but you got to build on and sort of respond. And then no better place to do it away at Arsenal in the FA Cup. Of course, the team that's finished second twice now in the Premier League, so very close to winning the Premier League, but obviously not close enough because City are just dominant in that. But a trip to the Emirates is an experience for everyone to sort of take on board, but it didn't start off really well. Arsenal just absolutely cut us open. Fantastic football that it was. Trossard getting the goal after 5 minutes, I think. And then it could have been more. Trossard was on a mazy run. It's a great ball in. Aziz with a downward header. I thought it was going in. Thought the bounce did Alfie, but they didn't. And then we tried to break away, but just couldn't get anywhere. And then again, another chance for Arsenal. Arsenal made a lot of changes here. Lewis Skelly, I don't know who he is, but his shoe is not very good because he scuffed that one really wide. And then for all of us sort of staying in there, we did really well. We lost the ball here, but sort of wins it back really well from Dean, into Kean. We lose it, but the press that we do away, Arsenal did change a lot of players. This was not a really good Arsenal side. And then Ocean slots it in to make it 1-1. But yeah, as much as this is not a good Arsenal side, we had to sort of still be careful. Had some half-decent players in there, to be fair. As well. And then Arsenal again, they're great attacking forward play. Look, John Jules, I don't know who this guy is, whatever, but he put through Aziz one-on-one with Alfie. I rushed Alfie out to close the angle down. He tried to chip me. I don't know why he did, but another wasted chance. And then here we played really well, just bringing a lot of people on. Odegaard then came on, and I think that's a pass or a shot. I don't really know. We get caught out. It's all loads of stuff going on. And then watch this from a ball from Tony all the way through to Joe, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The stamina was running up, but I actually did score there. I don't know why it's cut off. But yeah, then I tried to square it across to Mikey. And then the full-time whistle off. Sorry guys, I don't know why it cut off there. Maybe my recording must have cut off, but I did score, and I sent sent into the corner, and we went 2-1 up, and we did go through as well. So a fantastic result for us. We do go through in the FA Cup, but again, it wasn't a great Arsenal side. I was expecting that it was going to be a really good Arsenal side, but yeah, it was really weird. I don't know why, but even still, we have to play the teams that we put in front of us. And then we come into the table here, 3 points clear up the top of MK Dons. Wrexham are up there as well. To be fair, of Salford's credit, they are up there. And there's a lot of teams in and around the playoffs as well. So Salford on there, probably without nine men that we had, I don't think Salford would have won that. But even still, they did beat us in all fairness. And then Mikey on the goals, 15 goals and 13 assists, absolutely flying. Ocean on 12, the same as Robbie. I'm on 13. I think that's the most that I've ever got in terms of players being up there with like double digits. I think normally it's like maybe 2 or 3, but definitely not 4. Definitely not 5 and 6 that it could be, because Sam and Tyler with 8 and 7, so they're very close as well. Jax is on 6 as well, and then you're coming down to your 5s and 4s. Of course, Dean and Ryan finally scoring here. So it's Novio, Alfie, Ian and Morgan have yet to score for us. So hopefully that I can get them to score before the end of the season. Neil is almost back. He will be back in 10 days, so we'll be back for next month's episode. Thank God, he's been out for ages. So again, resting our players for that. But that is going to wrap up the episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Like it as well. Leave a comment. I'm always happy to receive feedback. But thank you very much, guys, for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all for the next episode.